also do a lot of talk about off-field improvement and mental improvement. It's not just about fundamentals of catching and throwing and shooting and sliding and all that. There's also something to be said for being a good teammate. What does that mean to be a good teammate? And yeah, it's clearing space for dodgers and sliding, but how do you maintain your mental attitude in a positive way so that when things go south on the field, you're not one of those guys that contributes to the black hole, the negative attitude on the field. You got to be one of those guys that always can maintain a positive attitude and find ways to support each other. There's going to be plenty of coaches out there that want to try to rip you apart when things go wrong. You know, there's a lot of coaches that love to yell when things go bad. It's up to you guys as teammates to stay strong for each other and support each other out there and stay positive. So I hope you take that with you too from what we talked about here at camp. Another thing I hope you take with you is the sense of lacrosse community. You guys are not just individual people on your individual team. You're part of something much bigger than that. And if you stay within this sport, the opportunities that the sport can afford you, both academically in school and after that in your career. You know, it's my brother, who is a couple years older than me, was an education major at Loyola. He played at Loyola in Baltimore. My dad was a teacher. My brother thought, yeah, I'll get into teaching. He was an elementary education major. Kind of when he got done his senior year, realized maybe he didn't want to be a teacher. He started applying for jobs on Wall Street. And he had lacrosse on his resume, and that got him interviews. And he got in there, and he's been training for the last 20 years. It just goes to show the power of the community of this sport, of what people are willing to do for fellow lacrosse players. But I also mentioned to these guys that because this sport is so small, there's 800,000 people that play lacrosse in the United States. That's a fraction of what play soccer, basketball, football. So because it's so small, that means the network is really strong, that everybody kind of knows each other out there. And that can be a really positive thing, or it can be a negative thing. That if you are a jerk, if you don't act appropriately the right way, word travels. People don't want to be associated with those kinds of people. So use this community for what it's good for by acting the right way out there, representing the sport in the right way when you leave from this camp. Because it is a reflection on me, these coaches, and everybody else that plays lacrosse out there. So I hope you take that with you guys as well.